Hello everyone, and thanks for stopping by to Scrap and Craft with Terry. Today we're going to make an envelope fold out with pockets and tags for journaling. And if you like my video, I just ask that you give me a thumbs up and check out my other ones. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And we're going to use 4 envelopes, one a little bit bigger, and that is about 6 3/8 by just about 4.5. Now mine are shaped like this. It would be better if they were straight across the back, but you'll see on mine I trimmed some of this flap off just to trim some of the bulk off. And then these are just the regular size envelopes that are like 3.5 by 6.5. So I already have mine trimmed and inked, so we're going to use them. So I have notes written all over these, so I know where to put my paper. This is where I trimmed this off on the back, just so it wouldn't be so bulky. I trimmed it just below the opening part. I went down just a little tiny bit. And then on the back of these, which would also be better if they were straight across, but these aren't, so I just trimmed, because these we're going to use, these we're connecting our envelopes together. So if you have to trim it, well, just leave enough on there that you'll be able to attach this to your other envelopes. Okay? Now, like I say, I have notes all over them. I have them numbered. So this is going to be my center envelope. And let me see, this one is number 1. I think it goes this way. Yes, so this one is going to attach right along here. I have some little hash marks across here. So we want to be able to make sure that this folds down good. But we don't want to go too far over the envelope because it has to fold down. And then these little marks here, I'll be putting some ink on. So let me bring this paper over. So I don't get my background all inky. I saw this on Wendy's Journal Adventure. I really like the way she does her pockets. Some of the pockets that I've done have been her ideas. And some of them she says are not her ideas, they're somebody else's, but you know. You get inspiration from everywhere. So I'm just going to, now we want to make for sure that this flap is away from this. So I'm just going to lay this down here. And I have a little tiny bit of the bottom pocket that sticks out over this because they're just a little bit longer. So let me move it down just a little tiny bit more. And I think that looks about even. Now, I inked along the edges of all of my envelopes. I didn't do the sides, just the top and bottom, because I left a little tiny bit of border at the top and bottom. And this one is This one's number 3. This one's number 2. And I think, yes, I add. Maybe I'm supposed to glue this one down. We'll wait a minute before I glue it down though. So I'm supposed to attach this one to here. So I'm just going to lay it like this. And I do think I'm supposed to glue this down. So you know what? I know I am. I'm just going to go ahead and glue this one down, and I'm just going to stay right along the outside because these envelopes are going to be pockets. So I don't want to seal up my pocket. Okay. So now when I do this one, I want to make sure, maybe I'll do it this way so I can see better. I want to make sure that I'm about the same on this one as I am this one. I'll just line them up as best I can. And I'll hope that I do this the right way, and if I don't, well, we'll just have to redo it again. So I'm just going to leave a little tiny bit of this envelope hang over at the top and bottom. And when you fold them over, they will go out just a little tiny bit. And them look pretty straight. How about that? Then on this one, we're going to we're going to add this one on right here. So I'm just going to even these up and leave this lay just like this, and then I'll just be folding it over. But we'll just have to make for sure that it's nice and straight, and I have to make sure that I stay on the camera. But we also have to keep in mind that these are mass-made envelopes, so could be a little spot where they're not completely even. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and glue this down. Now I just want to open this up and see if it looks about even. And I think it does. So then they're all going to be laying like this, and then this open part will be on the back. Make sure that I don't glue it shut so we can't open it. So now when it folds, it'll fold over and it'll fold this way. And then you'll turn it over this way, and then we'll fold it out this way. And then this will be our back, okay? So see, that's why I trimmed all of this off to take some of the bulk out of here. Okay, now we're gonna add our papers, and I have my papers numbered also, and as to what order they go on. So So we're going to go over on this side, and this piece of paper, I'll tell you the length and the width that I made it, but you'll have to kind of, you know, measure your envelopes and like how much you need of paper. So this is 9-inch wide this way and 6 1/4 long. Now all of them should be about 6 1/4 long. And that one is, and that one is. So they're all about the same. So now I have a little bit of this folded over. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to have my fold come over. I really can't remember how she did it, how she did hers. I know she folded it over, but I can't remember if she went from the back and come over, but I think this is going to be my easiest way of doing it. So we'll see if this is all laying about flat back here, and it's not. So I might better just glue back here first because I have my flat back there. So now I don't want to, make sure I'm in view of the camera. I don't want to glue all of this down here. I just want to glue around here, some through here, glue all of this, and then we can just make one little strip of glue right down in here. So then I'm covering up all of my little notes. So we'll hope that once I have this all covered, I can figure out where everything goes. So we'll glue around this edge. And we'll just glue down through here and around. So I have my little bit of border on each end. So I'm going to turn this over and go ahead and glue this now. So this envelope here is what I made number 1. Then this one I made number 2. This one I made number 3, and this is just our center. So I knew where these envelopes went. And in a minute I'm going to glue the rest of this down. But she overlapped these so the envelope wouldn't show. And then she come back here and added some glue to this. She just kind of overlapped them. And then all of the ends and everything would be covered up. And then we're going to have a piece to go over the front and the back. So this page here, this paper here was number 3, but it went on first. And then we're going to try to fold this. Okay. And then it's going to fold back. But we'll wait until because this is an accordion style. So I want my folds to be able to fold like they're supposed to. I may have to put a little bit more glue in them places. Okay. So it's going to fold back like this. And we'll go ahead and add this piece. No, we're going to go down here to this end, and we're going to add this on second. So this is our number 1, and it's going to go on like this. And I already made a slight crease, just so I knew about where to put it. And I'm going to want that to fold over, so I'm just going to glue here, down and around, and there, and then did I let this come over a little? I might have let this come over a little. I think I did. I think I'm just going to barely run it across. This goes over the back. Let me make sure I'm doing this the right way now. This is barely going to go over the back. But I think this is the part that I had on the back. So I think this is going to go down just a little bit more. I'm figuring this out as I go now because I haven't made one. So we're just going to run this right across onto this center envelope so it doesn't show. But we don't want to glue in here. And I forgot I'm going way out to the edge on these, and paper's not going all the way out to the edge. So then after you get them glued down, if you have to, just go along and add a little tiny bit more glue. And I'm just going to run the glue up onto this also. And I'm going to try to make for sure that my paper is halfway straight. Turn it over and give it a look. Crease that down a little bit. Fold this back over. Now I have it upside down. And then we'll just have to work on this fold a little bit. Could probably put my ruler in there. Crease that just a little bit. Then we'll just turn it right over, and we'll put some glue on this edge here. Okay. Now we're going to put this one down, and we're going to start right here at this edge. We can come down away from it just a little tiny bit, and we're going to go over onto our main body, but we're not going to glue in here. So we'll just run a little bit of glue along here, and then if we have to go back and glue more, we will. Okay, try to even up our papers. I have to move this down just a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. And we can check our edges. Make sure everything is stuck. Then we'll go right here, and we're going to go just to this side. We'll put a little tiny bit in that crease there, and just come over here a little ways and put some glue down. And we'll just run some along this edge. And hopefully I didn't glue any of my pockets shut. Okay. Now we're going to try to fold this over again. This is pretty heavy with all of this paper in here. And now this will glue. This will fold this way. Just want to make sure that they'll fold both ways. Guess I'm trying to stick it up the camera's nose, huh? Because this part here is going to accordion fold. Maybe I shouldn't have folded it back that way, huh? I'm just getting fold happy here. Okay. And then this will fold back like this. This will fold under and this will fold back. And I'm going to have to go along here, dab up some of my glue. Because I went clear out to the edge, and some of my paper wasn't going clear out there. So you just go back. and get where you missed. Okay. Now we're going to put this part here on. And this is the front. So where these overlapped, we don't have to worry about seeing the white from the envelopes. We're just going to glue this down. Just some of this I need to glue also. You know what? I don't think I glued that. Well, I guess we'll just shoot some glue down in there. How's that? That was kind of odd when I glued that back spot. I got way ahead of myself there now, didn't I? Well, you know what? I don't think it's the first time I've ever done anything like this, as far as not gluing it down before I glued the end shut. About you guys, did any of you ever do that? Okay, now let's glue this in. So you just take care of it and move on. A little piece of paper floating around in there. And this piece, well, I didn't give you the measurements to the other ones, but the parts that I laid in here was 4.5 by the 6 1/4. So all you do is just measure your envelope. Actually, what I did was I just kind of put mine up there and wrapped it around. Then I laid this out and I just put my paper down across it. These two together, so I think I run it over into here somewhere, was about 7 3/4 inches this way. Now I have to make for sure that I don't turn it upside down, right? And then this one will go on back here, and this is our back piece. Now because these envelopes here are longer, this don't match up back here real good, but this is the back of it, so it'll be just fine. We'll just kind of even it out a little bit. Okay. So I think that's all we need that for. So we'll move that out of the way. So then we're going to fold this over. And we're going to fold this over. And then we're going to fold, let me put a little more glue in there. help hold that crease down. And we're going to fold that back. I might have rushed them creases just a little tiny bit. But I think they'll be just fine. So that's how it's going to look. And I think that's nice and even. So while we have this here, I'm going to go ahead and decorate the front. I had some of these little tags. Let me see. Oh, I can't read what it says, but I thought the bird on it was really cute. So I'm going to put the bird on it. And I'm going to put a little bit of lace across the bottom of it, just to zhuzh it up a little bit with a flower. I'm going to put a butterfly up here. Then we have Choose to Shine. Then we'll be up there somehow. And then I thought, this was my thoughts on this to make it look like a tag. I'm just going to go ahead and glue this on there. I think I'll glue this on first, then I'll know where I can put everything. And that'll just cover up that part right there. Then I can kind of angle cut it a little bit. And that just kind of makes that look a little finished. I might go off and get another little one of these to put on there also. Now I think I'll put this down this way a little bit, and it'll just look like it's in a pocket, but it's going to be glued down. And then I want my butterfly up there. Let's see. Well, we can have that over the butterfly's wing, I guess. We can have that down just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and glue the tag. And then I'm going to glue this across here, and that'll make it look like a little pocket. So let's see. We'll run it across here a little. Put that down. And we'll just lift this up and put some across there. Then I can trim this off. And trim this off. me see for sure how I want to do this. I think it'll be just fine to have that butterfly glued down and have that across there. We can even bring him down just a little bit. And then we can have that up there. I think that'll be fine. What do you think? I don't even think I thought to ask how everyone was doing. Maybe we'll just move it up there a little bit. Okay. Now down here, I'm going to put the flower in the center. And I just think it's because there's blue in them birds. We could put a little blue. This flower I already had made with the gem in the center. So then I thought I would just add a couple more gems. Didn't give the thought of the gems for the butterfly. That might make the butterfly stand out just a little bit more. Okay, I think that looks cute. So let me grab some gems for here, and I'll grab gems for my butterfly. Okay, I think I'll put these blue ones on for the butterfly's body. Okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and put 3 of these across here. I think that'll be all right. So they're sticking to me, and I want them to stick there. Make sure I have them straight. I think so. But I think I'll just trim this down a little tiny bit more. So that's not quite so high. There. I think I like that better. Okay, so that's our front cover. Now, what are we doing on all of these? Let me see. Here, I'm going to have a pocket. And I think I want it this way. I'm just going to have the pocket here with 3 sides, and then we're going to have this go in here. Oh, I think I might have to trim this a little bit. Maybe not. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to have to. But we're just going to glue this down. And this pocket is just made out of scrap pieces. Make sure that that's up there, and we can fold that back. That ain't where that pocket goes at all. Wipe that off. I knew that was kind of odd that that would be too small. We're going to have a notepad right here. We're going to have this little notepad, and then when this folds back, you're not even going to see the notepad. So I shouldn't have to trim this. This is me live. We have blunders on our channel. Just going to glue this down here. And I can't remember if I put 9 or 10 pieces of paper in here, but it's just the notebook paper and the graph paper. Every other one. And I just trimmed them with my Pinkin shears. Alright, so that'll close like that. And then you won't see the notepad till you open it. Let's fold this out. Put our little pocket where it belongs, and that's in here. So we'll try to add some more glue to this again. Now wait a minute, before I do that, I need to make my pockets. So I'm going to have a pocket here, and I want to say it's a pocket here, I think so. That's where we're going to make it anyway, is in this one. So we're just going to trim a little bit off of the top of this first pocket. And that'll open up that pocket. Then we're going to trim off of this pocket. Okay, and then we're going to trim off of this one to make this pocket. Am I on camera? See, so I almost forgot my pockets. Okay. I have to add a little bit more glue right here along this edge. So what's everyone think so far? And I can trim that little tiny bit off right there, maybe. There. Okay. Now we can glue our pocket on here. I didn't want to cut my pocket off there. Now I'm going to kind of even it out and make sure our envelope folds down okay. that'll go in there like that. And I'm just going to round the corners on this. Okay, so that'll go there. And then right in here, I think we're going to put a butterfly maybe. We can just add a little butterfly up in there. And then on this paper here, it's light enough that you can journal on this. We'll just add this right up in here. And that just kind of goes good with the color of the paper. Then we have our notepad there. And let me see, do I want something here? I want to see, what do we want right here? Maybe we'll just add this flower right here before we move on. I'm going to glue it to my fingers. And I think these daffodils are just so pretty. So then we could probably add, do I want this one or do I want this one? I think we'll add a darker one on this one. And we'll have him flying that way. And I have to give him his antennas. And that guy has his already, so he doesn't need any. I'm not sure if there's anything that I want to put there. Let's see, we have our butterfly there. We have this there, and that's our back. I don't really know that I like the white flowers, though. We could just add another butterfly there. And this can be journal. You can journal with, let me see what I have over here. You can journal with darker colors. I have these little things here. I could just cut them out and add them to the page. I just cut them with my pinking shears. I can just add that there as a decoration. I think I could add, I think I could add it just down here, just as a decoration. And then back here, not too sure. Could probably just add it up there, and you can kind of journal down underneath it. Because the colors go pretty good. Okay, I think that's good enough. Now, I have to put my tags together. Let me see. I have this. I'm thinking that I wanted to do this. As long as we have that on there, we can still go ahead and put this on. I just want to do this on down here. We're just going to make like a tuck. Then I have another one of these tags, and it'll just tuck in here. And I'm just going to glue this on. And this will be extra journaling space. And that'll just tuck right in there. So how's that? Okay. Now, as long as I know that's stuck down all the way, I'm going to have 3 pockets. One in this one, one in this one, and one in this one. So I think what I'm going to do, all I'm going to do is add the flowers and this stuff to the front. I'm going to go off and do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I wanted to show you what I did. I have everything glued on except for this tab, but I discovered that I like the way this tag is cut, and I discovered that you can do that on this notch thing. Just put it about halfway, set it in there about halfway, and it cuts that. Just like if you was doing your envelope board. I like the way that cuts. And it's just, you know, something different. I don't know if I got it matched up or not. Yeah, so. And these tabs that I did are not real big, but they'll be all right. I don't really think I wanted them sticking up really, really high anyway. So, made a mistake of standing my glue bottle back up. And notice that this video is very lengthy. Sorry about that. Every once in a while they get a little lengthy depending on what I'm doing. So this will cover over the butterfly's wing a little bit, but that'll be all right. So we're going to stick these in our pockets. And I didn't put them on, because I better Guess I better glue his tail down, or his body. I didn't back him onto cardstock or anything. This paper is a little tiny bit heavier of a printer paper. So it works pretty good for tags. Sometimes depending on what you're doing. Well, wait a minute. Maybe I should show you each one. I did another tag, and I just punched out some flowers, put little centers, put my butterfly in. And I know these fit because I already had them in here. So these two tags this size are like 6 1/4 by 3 1/8. The center tag is about 6 1/8 by 4 1 2 3 1 2 3, almost 4 3/8, we'll say. So, and this one will go in this slot. Hopefully you can see and I'm not blinding you with it. And then this one will go in this slot. Just stand it up here and open it up. And slide that down in there. So that is our envelope fold out. So this is our cover. Then we open this up. We have just, this is decoration, but we have our tag in here. This can be a journaling spot. This is decoration, but we have a tag in here. Open this out. We can journal in there, or you can add a piece of paper. Have another journaling tag here. That can be journaling. And then fold this over. We have a little tag and a little tuck spot. And then we have our notebook. And then our back. And then we're just going to hold it closed with a paper clip. I think I lost my paper clip now. Oh, here it is. So just going to use a regular little paper clip, and that'll be good. So let me know down in the comments what you think. Hope everyone stuck around to the end, and I hope you come back for my next video. And until then, everyone, happy crafting. Bye for now.